Hey, all my worthy viewers. Today I'm bringing to you a movie that is one of the biggest ones of the year so far and getting a lot of buzz. And so I brought on Rob to talk with me about it. It's Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. Let's chat about it. Hey, Rob.
Hey Justin, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Ready to talk about Across the Spider-Verse?
I'm so ready.
Yes, so this is the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse, which was my favourite film of 2018. And this one, we get to see Miles and Gwen come back, and they end up meeting the Spider Society, which is a different Spider-Man from each different universe. And what the film does differently from the first one is you see Miles interact with all these different universes.
Yeah. And the movie started with sort of Gwen's story and
Yes, yes,
kicked it off that way. She was the first
definitely.
one to join the society of the group, learning about it, and we got introduced to some new players.
Yes, we got Daniel Kaluuya as Spider-Punk. We got Oscar Isaac. Did have a cameo in the first one, but he plays more of a bigger role in this.
Hmm.
And
Also, Issa Rae.
Issa Rae and a family member of one of the cast members of the first one, Jason Schwartzman, who is cousins with Nicolas Cage, and he's the
Yeah,
villain of the film.
yeah, and I really, really enjoyed that character. I really thought it
Yes,
was
so did
fun.
I.
It gave the movie some fun. Um, but yeah, keep talking about your viewing of it and how you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it a lot. I still preferred the first one because the first one had a lot of like charm to it, but this one kind of takes animation to a brand new level and also incorporates live action into it as well.
Yeah,
I think the editing is the standout, trying to blend all these different animation and live action styles.
yes.
And this also links in with not just Maguire and Garfield, but it does have a reference to the MCU in it.
All right.
But I think the one that shines the most out of the voice cast is Haley Seinfeld.
Yeah, she plays Gwen. She's
Yes,
great. I really enjoyed Issa Rae and her character, but yeah, Brian Tyree Henry is also a
yes,
voice. Jake Johnson's back.
yes,
We also have Shea Wiggum, Mahershala Ali,
yes,
Andy Samberg, Rachel Dratch, which was such a great character for her, and then Jack Quaid playing Peter Parker.
yes,
He's from The
yes.
Boys.
Nice. I like Jack Quaid.
Yeah, he was also in Scream.
Yes, and also they focus a lot more on Miles and his mum's relationship because they focused on the dad's relationship in the first one. So it was kind of nice to finally like see him have like they show a depth relationship between both his parents.
Yeah, it's already top rated movie number 11 on IMDb, sitting at 9.0 on IMDb, 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 95% from the audience score. And already the budget was 150 million and its gross worldwide 494 million. I very much dislike this over the first one, like very much. The first one, charming, funny,
Yes,
interesting,
yes, yes,
unique. Now it just, for me, it didn't really seem like it knew what it was trying to be at some points. It was jumping around into different animations, which is great and interesting and fun. But even when it was just sort of standalone, not jumping, but it just, it would be one drawing and one vision for one person, and then the other, and then the other, and it was, a lot to sort of jump around to. I felt like we
yeah,
were jumping through Spider Verses
yeah,
with them. Um, but I mean, the animation and the visuals are stunning. There's
yes,
nothing, they are
yes,
works of art. You can definitely pause it at any time and you can see how much it is. But um, the movie itself just dragged on, was really, really long, two
yeah.
hours and 20
That
minutes for an
that was
animated
my
film.
biggest gripe. The pacing was a tiny bit too slow.
Yeah, I mean, there was less
And
fighting and
and
more,
I and I
talking.
understand because I like stuff like Barry Lyndon and other like Coen Brothers movies, which are also slow burner. But I don't really want to see a slow burner in a children's film.
In an animated film, it's
Yeah,
not, it's
exactly.
just
Most
sitting
most
looking.
animated films are 2 hours max, and this one was a bit too long.
Yeah, very much so. And the last 20 minutes were the best part of the movie. That was the best part. It finally gave us something that we can
Yes,
grasp onto because we didn't even know what we were doing all the way up until the last 20 minutes. And
yes.
then now it all makes sense, but it took too long to get there and I was finding myself a little bored
Yes, yes.
in
Trim
this.
this movie by 20 minutes and it probably would be better. I'm not shouting that this is overrated, so I think it is a good film for what it is, but I just prefer the first one.
Very much. And yeah, just it definitely lost its sort of charm. It's more now coming into is Gwen and Miles going to get together? They both have their own sort of separate issues with their parents.
Yes.
He's never around and she's um, dealing, I know I can't spoil it, but she's dealing with something with her dad and uh, you know, things get a little crazy. It's actually why she jumps into that Spider-Verse
And I
society.
think this had a better cliffhanger than Fast X did.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. I at least with Fast X, like I was into it the entire time. But this is still very much a great little film.
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to be up for some Oscar stuff. I really
Yes.
enjoyed that. With the art going on visually, they also had a fight in the Guggenheim, which is a museum. So I thought that
Yes.
was great and pretty spot on.
I
Um,
like the scene in Lego.
what's that?
I like the scene that was in Lego.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was great. Um, but just the animation of Spot, how it's very hand drawn. You can see.
And
I
my
just thought it was,
favourite scene in
go
this
for it.
movie is when they're all pointing at each other.
Of course, all the Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yes.
Anytime that Jason Schwartzman and Spot were on the screen, I really enjoyed it. That was the saving grace for me in this movie. But yeah, it's definitely fun. Definitely worth the view. What would
Yes.
you rate this?
I still think it's a 5-star rated film for effort.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, 5 stars for an effort, but I'm giving it a WT and a half. I guess I was just a little bit disappointed, um, just with the
Did you have
story
more fun
itself.
with Mario?
Mario's about the same. I like the animation in Mario as well,
Yeah.
but this is definitely
What's your
unique
favourite
animation.
animated film this year?
Hmm, I don't know. What do we got so far?
There's only really been yeah, these two. Not a Disney film yet. Pixar have one coming out.
Oh yeah, we're seeing that today. Elemental.
Yes.
Haven't seen it yet
I
though.
guarantee you now, either I will like it and you won't, or you'll like it and I won't. That's how it normally works with Pixar films.
yeah, nothing so far. Um, I guess it would be Mario.
Yes, yes. I'm still need to watch international movies. I've seen a couple of documentaries.
Yeah, yeah. There's a
Yeah.
new one coming out soon.
For
It's kind of
Netflix.
well the DreamWorks one that's coming out like this
Oh,
month.
Ruby Gilman. I want to see that.
Mm-hmm. Mm, yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Taz, Quest for a Burger came out. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem's coming out. That looks
Oh,
pretty
that's gonna be
good.
epic.
Uh, Disney also has a movie called Wish coming out this year.
Hmm.
Um, Trolls Band Together is
I can't
coming
wait for
out.
that.
Yeah, but hmm, nothing so far. I have seen Mummies, but that was kind of lame.
Yeah, I want to
So it's
watch that because the bloke from In Between Us is in it.
oh yeah. Yeah, I guess Spider-Man and and Mario are locked into a dead heat right now.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I rewatched
Uh,
Mario Brothers recently, and it's still quite fun.
which one?
Oh, I rewatched Mario Brothers.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. I want to give that one a rewatch too. Great. Any last final words about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm looking forward to the sequel because I don't want to spoil anything, but I think some old friends and some new friends are banding together. So
Yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff just overall about this, and on one of the posters I found, it says part one. So that's already kind of seeing, where things are going.
yes.
I guess it's the
Did
same.
you know Dune was going to be a part one?
Yeah, I think everyone kind of knew because they were filming
Because
it.
Josh was telling me he didn't know it was a part one going in. But I said to him, I read somewhere it was going to be a part one somewhere, and he said he never heard about it. So I didn't know whether they kept it more quiet in the US or not.
No, I definitely knew about it. I mean, they were gonna film it back to back, right? So,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, this is definitely something for everybody. The
yes,
audience seemed to love it at the theater,
yes,
but I do think that the first one is better. But this one is still worth the view. So go check out Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Where can they find you, Rob?
You can find me on YouTube at Robbie Fleming. We just did a show about our top five favourite British directors. And also, if you do have Facebook, join the Fleming Awards group. We're currently doing the 60s. We're about to start 1962 after finishing the 1963 season. And we're also trying to expand on the Penny Marshall Awards.
Yeah, voted on them today. Go check out all that. And thank you all for viewing. Let us know what you think about this movie. I'm sure it's one of your favorites of the year. And yeah, go watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's worth the view.
It's worth the view.
Thanks, Rob.